Alright, this is continuing. We've got the HP LaserJet 4000 scanner. Now this sits on top, transfers the image to the toner roller, and then from there it's put on the fuser, and I think that's how it goes anyways. Not too technical in how the process actually happens, but this is what transposes the image, and when you print something it goes through here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it apart. I've already cleaned it up a little bit. Make sure you watch these screws. This piece of foam here is not so residual anymore. There should be 4 screws, maybe 2. No, 2 on this piece, and most of it clips together. Now we're going to try not to remove the shutter piece because it's hard to get back on. And see, that's why you're very careful with this kind of stuff. You put a little too much torque on it and it ends up becoming a nightmare. Voila, there's your top of the scanner. And as you can tell, it's got some gunk over time. But this is the laser right here, and this spins. That's when you hear, like a laser printer go zzz. That's what's actually doing that noise. And it's spinning that laser to the point and then bringing it over towards these magnifiers, and then it puts it bounces the image to this, I believe it's a mirror. Yeah, it's a mirror, and then puts the image on the paper. But again, I'm not an expert at that process. I only know how to take them apart, clean them, fix them, put them back together. So I'll have to look that up. But that is your scanner piece. This is the most important piece of the printer. If that's not working correctly, then nothing is. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just take a used sock, something that's no good anymore. And I'll start to clean the interior. Take your time with it, don't rush. Can be a very tedious job. So that's basically how you take apart the scanner. I'm not going to do a whole video on the cleaning aspect of it because this is going to be boring. So that's how you disassemble. But if you end up with pieces, brittle plastic, because old printers, anything that's old plastic, it's going to break after a while. We'll just glue it back on. And that's bound to happen. So what I'll do is I'll actually take the compressor, put some compressed air in here. We're going to want to take careful and consideration and caution when we're working on this, because we don't want to damage any of the parts inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use the compressed air. Go ahead and clean this out. Use some Q-tips, get in there real good. And it's going to take a while to clean this, so I'm not going to keep the video rolling. But that's how you get into your scanner. 2 screws, and there's tabs. Just be careful, they could be brittle. Pull the top off, clean out around there. And you'll see here as well that this will need to be cleaned. And that foam, actually, don't even touch it. It's pretty old and brittle. I don't have anything to replace it, so I'm just going to simply clean this out the best of my ability. It will still work fine.